So a few people have been asking me, why have you given up your job? And why are you doing YouTube? To be honest, it's a good question. I've been wondering that myself. I guess if I go back, I'll go back to 2010, 2011. Now, there was an earthquake here in New Zealand, a series of earthquakes that left a lot of damage and caused a lot of problems for a lot of people. Not necessarily just because of the earthquake, although that was pretty frightening. It was all the stuff that happened afterwards, all the damage that happened and people trying to deal with all that. So I had a job. I'm a clinical psychologist by training. I'm an associate professor in disaster mental health, or I was until last August in 2018. And it was a great job for the 6-7 years that I was doing it. It was really a privilege to be able to serve people, government agencies, offer advice based on the best evidence that there was out there, and researching to create more. But a colleague early on in the recovery drew my attention to the fact that the most optimum time for people to work in leadership in a disaster is 2 years. Now, 5 to 6 years in, and albeit working part-time for some of that, I felt like I was kind of over it. Now, don't get me wrong, there were perks to the job. I did a lot of travel, but really the travel involved seeing a lot of the inside of airplanes, airports, hotel rooms, conference rooms, and then coming back and spending a lot of time away from my family. And that's really what swung it for me. It's family. I want to spend more time with family, but also more time focusing on my core purpose and trying to figure out what that is again. Now, I know it's public mental health. That's really important to me. So I'll be doing a bit more of that here too. But I was thinking about what really interested me when I was a teenager. And one of those things is photography and videography and using that to communicate. So in the last year or so, I've really taken up my photography again. And it's been great. I've had 3 exhibitions. I've had awards. I've had work shortlisted for awards. It's been fantastic. But you know what? I had a Sony Ruru. I don't know if you remember those, but if you do, please comment down below because I'd love to hear from you. And I used to use that all the time to create stories in my travels in India and around the UK. And I thought, maybe there's something here. Maybe I can use YouTube as a bit of a platform, as a creative expression, but also maybe I've got something that I can say about these things. Maybe the way I take photographs, maybe it translates into the way I take videos. So I'm interested to experiment with that. So you'll have got a taste of the sort of thing that I'm going to be putting out in the videos that I've put out so far in Vietnam. And if you haven't seen them yet, there's a card coming up here, I'm not sure, here, which will give you a playlist about the sort of thing that I've been doing, and there'll be more. But also, I talk about gear. The last video I did, again, there's another card here, which talks a little bit about the gear that I use and why I use it. So, yeah, it's going to be psychology, it's going to be travel, it's going to be coffee, it's going to be gear, and more besides. So let me know in the comments what interests you, because I'm interested in what you're interested in too, and figuring out whether I can serve those needs. And if you're interested in collaborating, I've had a couple of approaches so far, which is fantastic. Let me know too. But please, if you like this video, if you like what I'm talking about, hit the like button. It's really important for beginning YouTubers like me, and even more important if you hit the subscribe button, and even better if you share this video with people who you think might benefit. You know what? I felt quite burnt out. I've been reading a little bit about creative burnout, and I helped to run some workshops in Wellington around the creative industry and keeping yourself well. So I'm really glad I've taken the time out and had the realization that I need to apply this to myself and in my own life too. Let's just hope I can pay the bills. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon, I hope. Cheers.